everybody, I hope you're well. Sorry, I have been rubbish. I've been so rubbish. I know I have my monthly updates and my last one was in July. Well, as you can tell, we've kind of had a bit of a seasons change because one, I'm not sat on a wet floor, and two, I'm in a very warm coat. So, as you may have guessed, a few months have gone by, and by the time this video goes live, we will be in November. That's disgusting. But if you want to come along with me and find out what's been happening, what's been popping, what's been going on, then definitely keep watching for hopefully this short little video of updates. Right guys, well I just want to start by saying that tomorrow I'll be heading to EICMA for the unveiling of lots of new bikes from all the manufacturers. And I just wanted to say, if you have any preferences as to what you want to see, then please do let me know. I'll be covering the main manufacturers, but you know, if there's a model that you particularly are interested in, just let me know and I'll try and cover it. So, it's about time we got reacquainted and I let you know what has been happening. So, first up, August. I'd say one of the highlights was the Heritage Sprint. I had low to no expectations of this event because I didn't think it was really going to be my scene, but I thought, you know what, it's a nice day out for me and Mike, we'll just go and, you know, we'll see what it entails. Anyway, turns out it was absolutely amazing. I got to take my Ducati 750S up the sprint a few times, which was awesome to really just give it what for, and I really enjoyed the aspect of it. But overall, it's just a good vibes festival. And yeah, I really liked it, even if it was really far away because it's down in Kent, which is quite far away from Bolton. Then after the Heritage Sprint, I had to sprint home to pack for the Pyrenees trip with my girls, Georgie and Jade, or Georgie Roams and Jade Rides. So last Thursday, the vlog would have gone live, day one of the Pyrenees trip, and then every Thursday after this will be another episode all the way through to day 8, so 8 episodes in total, and every single day is different and interesting in my opinion, and we had such a great time. So yeah, if you haven't watched the first one, go back, check it out, and then hopefully it'll give you a taste as to what's to come, because even though every day was different, you get a feel for like the girls in the video, Georgie, Jade, and our dynamic. And I think it makes for good watching if I do say so myself, so definitely check it out. So September we had a few bikes on the channel. We had the Rocket 3, we had the NC 750, we've just recently had the Interceptor 650. And because it's been such a heavy editing of the trip videos, I haven't actually got many reviews out there. I'm really hoping to throw my leg over a Bender soon. I really want to ride the Bender LFC with a big chunky rear booter. Couldn't make the launch for that, so yeah, that should be quite fun to ride that bad boy. And there's a few launches. I'm on a launch with Triumph, which I think is a little bit of a top secret going on in the future, and then I've got a launch with Honda, which again, I don't know what the bike is, so should be interesting. So yeah, when it comes to loan bikes, I haven't reviewed as many as I would have liked this year, and it's been quite trip and tour heavy, especially over the last few months. So yeah, hopefully 2026 we'll get some more bikes on the channel. Another cool thing that I did, I got to head to the outskirts of Paris to ride a Suzuki AS Cup. Now it's their race bike version of the GSX 8S. You guys know I love that whole range from Suzuki. So it was really fun to get on something a bit more serious, a bit more focused, and definitely a bit noisier. So if you haven't watched the Suzuki AS Cup video and you want to, and you're interested about how the French Championship went with that one make series, then definitely have a peruse at that at your leisure. Right, what else have I been up to? Gosh, because it's been so many months. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, so I should really be more prepared with this. So I did manage to get on a podcast, a Full Chat podcast, which is a Bikesure sponsored podcast, and that's available for you to listen to on Spotify, on YouTube. I think it's about 53 minutes long. I had an absolute blast, and I feel like, you know, when the podcasters are asking you really good questions, I really felt it was a podcast that I just loved. I really got into it and shared some stuff about, you know, how I've got to being able to be a content creator full time, if you're interested in that. But yeah, it was just really good, and If you haven't watched it, definitely check it out if you've got a moment. Other things, crikey, Mike and I did a photo shoot with Luke Brackenbury and Lucia, and we did it for their Montreal 5.0, so it's their 5th iteration of Montreal, and it's one of the jackets, and it quite surprised me because it's one of their cheaper jackets, like it sits lower in the range than the Mondial. And if you guys have followed the channel from the beginning, I've had a Mondial V1 since 2018, which was my all-time favourite textile suit. Loved. Then Oxford gave me a Mondial V2, and honestly I was mega disappointed with it. They'd completely changed the style and changed everything that I loved deeply about the Mondial V1. Including like the styling, the colour options, the croppedness. Now, I don't know about you girls, but I'm not a fan of a crop jacket, especially not a touring one. I want something long that's going to give me the weather protection. And also, because it was cropped, your phone can't fully go in your pocket and it sticks out, and that really did my head in. So I was a bit gutted when they brought the V2 out to replace the V1, because in my opinion it was a bit of a downgrade. And yeah, when I wore the Montreal 5.0, I put it on, I was like, oh, this is a bit of me. This is giving me the love back that I had for the V1. So I said, guys, I've got a Scotland trip in a few days. Can I keep it? Is that all right? And they were like, oh, it's a sample, we're not supposed to do this, but since you've got a Scotland trip coming up and you want to wear it and you love it, okay. So I got to do a Scotland trip in that jacket that you'll see hopefully in Oxford's catalogues in the near future. Mike even did a spot of modelling as well. He looks so good, makes the Mondial look crispy. So yeah, great colour options as well for the guys. Not so many for girls, but the one that they do have for girls, the blue that I wore, oh, love it. So yeah, we did that, and then I suppose that leads me on to Scotland. I recently have a Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 in the garage that I've got on long-term loan until ABR 2026, a long time, I know. So I whacked on some, well, I didn't. Mike whacked on some Michelin Anarchy Adventures for the Scottish trip, and I headed there with my mate Georgie, the same girl that I did the Pyrenees trip with, Georgie Roams, because she does social media full time, so it works quite nicely with us being able to just pencil things in. And we were supposed to go and it was Storm Amy, but we were like, hell no. So yeah, we pushed it back, and we just got so lucky with the weather. The last day was vile, but one vile day out of 4 I don't think is too bad. Now, when are you going to see that on the channel? I've been posting a load of stuff about it on Facebook, like a breakdown of the days. However, if you want to watch the actual footage that I'm yet to edit, that will be going live straight after the Pyrenees trip. And because the Pyrenees trip is every Thursday and there's about 8 episodes, I think that takes us to around Christmas time. So if you want autumny goodness, going through Glencoe with all the orange scenes and just everything that we got up to, then yeah, you'll have to wait then. But I think it'll be worth it because it was such a fun trip. And although I haven't edited it yet, I really hope it translates to the viewer how much fun we had. So, what else? Thinking of small adventure bikes, kind of like the Himalayan 450. If I work backwards, that reminds me of a launch I went on, the Scrambler 400 XC. Oh, what a launch. Absolutely my kettle of fish, that bike. I've always done off-roading days and stuff, and I'm usually plonked on an inappropriately sized bike where I do my best and I get by, but for someone who's not very good off-road like myself, it's a lot to think about, because on top of thinking about normal things that people think about, you've got to think, hang on a minute, my leg is dangling here, there is no floor to dab down on, and sometimes it can be quite terrifying and quite crashy, which isn't great off-roading. But no, the 400XE, oh man, I could stomp a foot down, I was slipping the clutch, I was going through all the bogs. Oh, I enjoyed myself so much, and that did actually end up being one of my favourite events of the year, just because it was just a great feeling to feel like I'm challenging myself, but I'm not such a massive fish out of water like I normally am when I'm on the huge bikes, when I'm off-roading. So yeah, that just made me think, oh my god, I need to get a set of Anarchy Wilds, which we got, to put on the Himalayan so that we can have a bit of a play around on that. But I guess one of the disadvantages of the Himalayan versus the Triumph is that feels a lot taller and it feels a lot heavier. Why am I pointing there like it's in the garage? It's literally right behind me. Oh my god, one moment of the century. Yeah, it's, as you can see, it's quite weighty. Well, you can't see that because your eyes don't have scales in them. But yeah, it is objectively heavier. But it does have a 21-inch front, which is great for off-roading. So yeah, we'll have to see how I get on. Definitely will bring you guys some content off-roading or green laning on this bad boy, and also probably with Mike as well. Speaking of Mike, shout out to Mike Pie on YouTube. You should definitely give him a follow. He's doing his own reviews now, and yeah, he's less stats and specs like I am. He's just more manic laughter, giving the bike what for, and absolutely living his best life. So yeah, definitely recommend you subscribe to him. Right, I don't know what else there is to say. I think I've covered it all, but I am just going to double check. And then yeah, I guess just to end, in a few days time I'll be at EICMA. So as mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you want to hear about anything specific, do let me know in the comments. Then after EICMA, come back. I'm going to be at Motorcycle Live with Bikesure on their stand. I'll be on their stands solidly the first weekend, and then on the Monday I'll be roaming around filming content for Bikesure. So yeah, if you want to catch me the first weekend, 15th and 16th at the Bikesure stand is where I will predominantly be existing. Alright team, well thank you for being patient with this update. It's just been crazy. Life's been a whirlwind, especially with all these tours. It's been requiring so much editing time from me, like a crazy amount. I've been working sometimes from computer going on at 7:30 in the morning and switching it off at 12 o'clock at night because it's just that much to do. So I do appreciate you guys being patient with me as always. Absolute legends, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Alright, bye.